some of them. And that's it.
Which is usually beginning to think about it as belonging to such old proprietary platforms, that those could become also commodities happening last year. So, squatting seems to be, let's say, one possible response to the digital land grab of the blockchain by funding by individuals such as Jeffrey Epstein. The thing is that the unions didn't care either and really backstabbed those guys. But I think it's really a timely template to consider right now, which is a machine to clean up the oceans, a factory, a whole number of such things. There's no investment whatsoever. But literally we were at some point, this is my colleague and I, the white paper is still something.
10 p.m. last night as the drill pierced deep into the ocean floor.
Then you had the alarm.
Well, I was in bed.
Mobilized. It wasn't brand X and brand Y competing against each other.
When I walked in, my secretary said,
very probing questions about what are our options and what do we need to do. And the first problem was trying to
pattern of serious safety and hard lessons I learned through all this, and there were an awful lot of them.
Was equivalent to what fits in the back of an 18-wheeler truck.
Done anything wrong, so this was just something that I have to go through now that I've never gone through in my life. So I just said, we're going to go through this and we're going to win.
Fully understand and learn all the impacts that the oil spill had on us besides the wildlife and the land that we lost.
It's good to say something.
I can't even relate to how that would affect your family. But for me, I asked my attorneys from the U.S. Department of Justice, and they chuckled actually and said, no, that's the Department of Justice. They're not going to give you an apology. Since the acquittal, it's finally over with, disgusted. So that's how I feel right now.
Mademoiselle, of course you don't.
Most uncomfortable things you can do, especially if you were a part of that.
True.
You know, I struggle with it myself. You know, I was part of the fix to the thing, and I feel responsible. But the reality is, and you know, I've lost a child myself. I know the hurt, and man, nothing anybody can say is going to make you feel better. But there's that human piece in it that says, you know, we've got to care for everybody, and we've got to care for our fellow humans, and it's good to say, I'm sorry.